Hey there gang, hope you're all doing well. Hope you enjoyed that little playthrough at the start there. I, of course, bought myself the new One Kit Wonder by GGD Drums. This one's for metal. I've got the Easy Bass as well, which I'm going to have a quick look at today. But first off, the One Kit Wonder. Now this is what it looks like. It's brilliant. It's real simple. It's pretty cool here. They've got the double kicks at the bottom. And you can map that on the bottom for the double kicks, and so you're actually playing like a double kick thing. It sounds awesome straight out of the box, which is kind of the point of these One Kit Wonder kits. They've got a parallel and a master EQ button here. Now when the master EQ is on, it just shapes the overall tone of the kit. Gives it just a better, a bit of a vibe. And the parallel, it just is some parallel compression. Helps fill out the space in between the hits and makes it sound real thick and meaty. It's actually really good. Now straight out the box, let's just have a look at the kit on its own. We'll go to this section here. On its own, sounds like this. It's pretty awesome. I've done a lot of processing on this one. I thought I'd keep it just as simple and dry as possible, just so we can get like the proper tone from it. So all I popped on there was from Slate Digital, a little bit of virtual tape. And in the mix rack, here we've got the virtual channel. Just sort of, I removed a little bit of 2.12 and a little bit out of 3.2 and boosted the lows just a smidge. A little bit of compression and this FG bomber thing, which I quite like it. It's cool. So actually, let's turn these off and listen to it again. And back in. It's probably going a bit hot there on the virtual channel, but that's alright. And then in here I just removed a smidge of that low and I boosted the kick, well, I boosted the low end there at about 60, sort of where the kick is hitting. Because I kept it running at stereo here, as you can see, everything's right coming out the one channel. So I couldn't process the kick to sidechain with the bass. And it sounds pretty good. But that's the kit, just on its own. It sounds amazing. They've really outdone themselves again. Now in here at the bottom, if you press this little mixer button, it brings up all of your different elements. You got your room, overhead, all your toms, kick and the snare. And each one has its own balance. You can set the close mic, the overheads, the room, and the reverb that are sent to each channel. I didn't muck around with these very much, very minimal amount on each of them. Yeah, sounds awesome. And then it's got the overall reverb bus just there. It's your master channel, overall bus. There it is, guys. That's the One Kit Wonder Metal. Sounds bloody awesome. Now, Easy Bass, let's just have a look at this guy. If you don't have this, it's pretty cool. So what I did to make this little groove, I got all of the beats from the library in GGD Drums. So I went to the groove player and I've got these GGD free grooves. I think I just picked a couple that I really liked, threw them in there and then tweaked them from that point as the riffs came in and made it a bit more solid. And the grooves for the bass, we go to this drums and keys, and as you can see I've got one there. So I brought in the MIDI file from the top, matched it to there, found a bass groove from this groove thing, found something that I liked, threw it into the editor down the bottom. Ba ba ba. So as you can see there, it all went in at the one note, so I had to adjust the chords to make it match for my riffs. But let's have a look at this on its own. Now I did a little bit of processing on here as well. I'll turn them off. This is it beforehand. So the same section. Let's go to the next bit, make it a bit more interesting. So that's that. We'll keep that same section, everything back on. So I've put in a virtual tape on the mix rack. Again, virtual channel, a little bit of EQ there, a little bit of compression, a bit of this revival plug-in. And then, what did I do on the EQ? just a smidge of sculpting. So I took out up to 50, then I cut a little bit on the 60 to compensate for that kick even further. Pulled out a frequency here that I didn't like and boosted that bit there to get that sort of pick attack. And then some Quadrifuzz, which is a stock plugin in Cubase. Got nothing on the bottom, but I left it on just so it is running through there. Boosted some distortion in this low mid, and then the high mid, just a bit of tape. And this is it there. The thing I love about this easy bass thing is it's so easy. It's so easy. It actually really is. I threw these grooves in, like I said, from the thing. But let's do it. But let's have a look on this guy. If I want to put like a slide note, slide in on that. We'll play from here. Play. That's pretty cool. Like, sometimes that can sound really good. We'll undo that. Or we can do like a grace short slide up, same section. How cool is that? Isn't that mad? You can adjust the effects here. So I picked focused warm pick there. You can do some finger style stuff, pick style stuff. You get different options for each preset there, and then the effects you can adjust across here. And tuning wise, you can tune like a real bass guitar. I don't really quite get that. And then I just brought it down by -3 cents just to make it a bit more human, a bit more natural. But it's awesome. I use it all the time. And what's really cool too, if you actually are looking to play your own guitar part, you can record a guitar either straight into the plugin, or you can record it into whatever DAW you use and then drag it into there and record it back, and it will track the audio into MIDI. It's pretty damn close, and then with a bit of tweaking you can get a mad bass sound from that. Alright, now let's listen to the drums and bass together. That's pretty much it. It's awesome. All I use for the guitars are the Softube amp room. What do I do here? On the left, I've got the JCM 8. On the left hand side, I've got the JCM 800 running into the Jubilee cabinet with the, what I'm assuming is a Boss overdrive emulation. And then on the right hand side, cool, I kept the Jubilee amp. So it's very similar, but this time Jubilee amp instead of the 85, so both JCM Marshalls. And again, a little bit of processing there, just the virtual tapes, some EQ, and whatever I did in there. And that's it, guys. Get good drums, easy bass, Softube amps. They rock. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this little playthrough. Let me know what you think. Keep rocking.